Students, all of you, welcome for the part 3 respiration. In this part, I'll tell you all about the respiration in an animal. Previously, as we studied the respiration in animals and various parts, uh, previously I told you about the respiration in plants, and yes, various parts of the plant carry out respiration, exchange of gases, because as I told you, any specialized system is not present in the plant for exchange of gases. So every part of the plant have to perform its respiration, exchange of gases. But in case of animal, there is a presence of a specialized system for exchange of gases and actually for the whole process of respiration. And that's what we are going to study in this lecture, respiration in animal. So first of all, let me tell you all about the different animals which have different type of respiratory system and the different different respiratory organs involved in the respiration. So I will tell you some information about it. First is the cell surface respiration. It is a type of respiration which occur in a specific group of organism. So the organ involved in this type of respiration is general body surface. So the whole body surface of the organism can act as a surface for carrying out respiration and exchange of gases. So example for this type of respiration is amoeba and paramecium. Amoeba and paramecium. Next is type of respiration is tracheal respiration. Tracheal respiration means the organ involved will be trachea and tracheoles. Tracheoles are the branches of trachea. And example is insect. Yes. So here you can see the difference in cell surface respiration and tracheal respiration. Amoeba, paramecium, which are unicellular aquatic organisms, they carry out the respiration through all the body surface, but that is not case with the insects. That is not the case with the insects, because insects have tracheal system, and trachea, a central trachea, big trachea, is divided into tracheoles, and tracheoles end into holes, and through holes the exchange of gases can occur in the insects. Third type is branchial respiration, which occurs in fishes actually, and this branchial respiration is done with the help of organ called gill. So pair of gills are present in fishes for carrying out the respiration. Next is the cutaneous respiration. Cutaneous means where skin is involved. Cutaneous respiration, organ involved for respiration is skin, and example of this type of respiration is frog. Then pulmonary respiration. So what is pulmonary respiration? Lungs. So that is generally carried out by the higher animals, mammals mostly, and human also include to the mammals. So all mammals carry out the respiration, exchange of gases with the help of lungs. So the organisms involved: amphibia, reptile, birds, human, and many mammals are involved. Next is buccal respiration. Organs involved is a buccal cavity. Example is a frog. So here you can see fourth number and sixth number, both of them is regarding frog. So let me tell you that frog can carry out respiration in three ways: through buccal cavity, then through the gills, and through the skin. Okay, so through skin, frog can respire underwater through buccal cavity and lungs. On the land, it can breathe through the buccal cavity and lungs, and whenever the frog is in the developing stage, baby stage, so that is generally termed as tadpole, so at that time it breathe with gills. So three-way respiration breathing can occur in the frog, in case of frog. Important characters of respiratory organs of animal are as follows. Let me tell you about it. 1. They have large surface area to get enough oxygen. So as I said, surface area is very important to carry out the proper and efficient respiration, because if the surface area is greater, then the exchange of gases will be greater. Second, they have thin wall for easy diffusion and exchange of gases. So always the respiratory organs where actually exchange of gases takes place, that must be made up of thin wall, because air must diffuse inside and outside the organ easily. Diffusion takes place easily, so they are thin walled. Next is they have rich blood supply for transport of respiratory gases. They have rich blood supply for transport of respiratory gases. If the blood supply is rich to the organ which is involved in the breathing and respiration, what happens? It carry more and more amount of oxygen, and that is supplied to the body very efficiently, and each and every cell of the body gets the sufficient amount of oxygen, and whatever the amount of carbon dioxide produced by the respiration of that organism, that is also transported out of the body by this way. Next, cell surface gaseous exchange. So what can happen in the cell surface gaseous exchange? Exchange of gases occur between cell surface and the surrounding medium in protozoans and protists. Okay, so protozoa and protist actually carry out this type of respiration. So exchange of gases is mainly due to the surface area, and the examples for such cell surface gaseous exchange is amoeba and paramecium. Yes, so amoeba and paramecium is responsible for such things. So here exchange of gases occurs between the cell surface of the organism and surrounding medium in the protozoan. So that is the case. So they are unicellular organism where volume is small while surface area is quite large for quick diffusion. Okay, unicellular organisms, volume is small while the surface area is quite large, so quick diffusion occurs and exchange of gases takes place very easily. Porifers and sponges and coelentrates, example hydra, are multicellular animal where every cell is in contact with the surrounding water, so exchange of gases occurs through the diffusion. So there is no need of any specialized system for the respiration and transportation of gases. So each and every part of the organism's body is coming in contact with the water, so there is a easy exchange and diffusion of the gases inside and outside the cell. So this is amoeba. Here you can see it has the large surface area, as like you can see in the image. So this is the large surface area and it is a zigzag pattern. So this much amount of surface comes in contact with the water, and the dissolved oxygen in the water is actually diffuses inside the amoeba cell, and whatever the carbon dioxide present inside the amoeba is diffused outside the amoeba. So in this way the respiration occur in the organism who carry out the surface exchange of gases. Buccal respiration. Buccal respiration occurs in case of frog. As I said, frog can carry out respiration by three-way, means breathing can three-way. First is buccal respiration, in which lungs are involved for respiration. As you can see in the image, buccal cavity is open, and the respiration is carried out, or exchange of gases is carried out by the lungs. And other two way of gaseous exchange in frog is, one is skin. So when frog enters inside the water, gaseous exchange takes place through skin, and when the frog is in the growing stage, it carry out the respiration by gills. So gills are present in that stage, and afterwards they disappear. Respiration in earthworm. Earthworm also carry out the surface respiration, means the whole body surface of the earthworm is involved in the gaseous exchange. Organism like earthworm and leech, exchange of gases occur through their skin is very thin and moist. So the gaseous exchange can take place through the skin of the organism like earthworm and also leech. Why it is possible? Because the skin of such organism is very thin, so there is a easy exchange of gases inside and outside the organism. Respiration in fish. So as we all know, the exchange of gases in fishes takes place with the help of gills. Okay, so gills present in the fish are the respiratory organ in the fish, and water moves inside the mouth of the fish. As I have shown you in the image, water moves inside the mouth of the fish, and it moves outside from the gills, and in this gill arc, gills are present through which water passes out, and at that time there is a exchange of gases. So carbon dioxide is released and oxygen is absorbed by the gills. So this is also called as surface respiration. Next, respiration in insects. In insects, as I said, the tracheal system is present, and tracheals are attached to the tracheoles, means the branches of the trachea, and these tracheoles are attached to the holes on either side of the insect, that is left and right side of the insect, and that holes are called as spiracles. So exchange of gases occurs through these spiracles. During breathing, oxygen of air enters the spiracle and reaches to each and every part of the insect body through trachea and tracheoles, and carbon dioxide produced during the respiration is carried back to the trachea and tracheole to the spiracle and is expelled out of the body. The same mechanism is followed in other insects like housefly, mosquito, bees, etc. So as you can see the image of grasshopper, spiracles are present on the side of the insect, and that spiracles are connected to the trachea with the help of tracheoles This is the trachea, and that is connected with the tracheoles, and this trachea actually meets to the air sacs, and there's a distribution of air through the air sacs to the whole body of the insect. So first, spiracles are attached to the tracheoles are attached to the trachea, and trachea is connected to the air sacs. And in this way, the respiration in insect can occur. Thank you very much. Ask your doubts and just keep completing your notes.